The U.S. Small Business Association defined a small business as one that employs fewer than 1,500 people and generates a maximum annual revenue of $41.5 million. But some of you may be watching thinking, 1,500 people? Try me, myself, and I am a one-man show over here. Or maybe you do have a small, very close-knit team, but you're still in the thick of the startup struggle, feeling like you're working round the clock every single day, but still failing to really grow. If that sounds like you, there are 6 things I can think of right off the bat that you might be doing wrong that's stunting your growth. So watch to the end of this video because I'm sharing 6 reasons why your small business is still small. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Brandy with Life Marketing, the digital marketing agency with a mission to help small businesses grow. Super quick, go ahead and like this video for me, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of the business growing videos that we put out every single week. All right, so you're ready to see growth. You're ready to start making moves that make a difference and start scaling. And what you're currently doing isn't working to help you achieve that. A study from the Bureau of Labor of Statistics said 20% of new businesses fail during the first 2 years of being open, 45% during the first 5 years, and 65% during the first 10 years, leaving only 25% of new businesses to make it to 15 years or more. Life Marketing is about 11 years old at the time that I'm filming this, so we've already made it farther than 65% of new businesses do. You don't want to be another statistic, a company that closed down almost as quickly as it opened. So let's jump into my 6 reasons as to why your small business is still small. Number 1, what you offer is confusing to customers, or at the very least, the way you're describing what you offer is confusing to customers. And confused customers don't buy. Let's look at Life Marketing as an example. You guys have probably heard me say in every single video, I'm Brandy with Life Marketing, the digital marketing agency with a mission to help small businesses grow. And if you haven't, I literally just said that 2 seconds ago in this video. Where were you? Anyways, in that one statement, I'm telling you who we are, what we do, and who we help. We're a digital marketing agency and we help small business owners grow their business. Now, I technically could get more detailed talking about the services we offer and what SEO can do for your business or how we can help you get more loops on your Reels and TikToks. But for somebody who is new to all this, doesn't know what SEO is, or has never seen a TikTok, that kind of info is just going to confuse them. And even if they do know what those things are, maybe it's not the exact service they were interested in, or maybe they just had a specific question around something else. It's too much information up front. Your initial offer needs to be clear and concise while answering the 3 things I mentioned before: who you are, what you do, and who you help. If you're not currently doing that in one sentence, then you've got work to do. And to take this one step further before we move to the next point, another common mistake I see business owners make a lot with this is they're trying to make their message too cute or too creative. I'm not saying to have a bland marketing campaign, but don't get so clever that your message gets lost as a result. When we onboard new clients, one of the first things we do is dissect everything they're currently doing or have done to date, including what their website looks like. Above the fold is a term for the space on your website at the top that people see without having to scroll anywhere. It's considered precious real estate because it's often the first thing customers see when they come to your website, and so it's the perfect spot to put your concise offer statement like we talked about. But many business owners fail to utilize that space properly. I often see phrases like, realize your dreams, or today is the day. But does that tell you anything about what kind of company it is, what they do, or who they help? No, it doesn't. So don't compromise clarity of message for aesthetic or creativity. Make sure your offer statement is clear first and foremost. All right, now moving on to reason number 2, you're targeting everybody. I've talked about this in several videos on our channel, so I'm not going to harp on it too much more today, but it is important to at least mention. If your audience is everyone, it's no one. I talk about this in more detail with examples in this video, so I will link that below as well as this one to help you nail down who your target audience is. But go Going back to point number 1, your offer statement needs to address who your offer is for and how it helps them. Your statement can't do that effectively if your offer is for anyone and everyone. So if you're struggling to grow, take another look at who your target market is and make sure you have a specific, defined audience. Now, reason number 3 as to why you're not growing is that you're trying to fulfill every job role yourself. Now, I get in the early days of a startup, sometimes you do have to wear all the hats for a little bit. We've talked about Life Marketing's history before on this channel, but the short version is that Sean, Sherman, and Karan were in college when they had the idea for this company. They didn't start out with the 60 plus employees that we have now, and so they were taking on every role themselves. Sean actually shares our full company story and how we grew in this video, so I will link that below if you're interested in checking that out. But at some point, you have to delegate the tasks that need to be done in order to grow. A lot of business owners stunt their own growth because they A, aren't trusting enough to release control, or B, haven't taken the steps to build a team yet, so they don't have anyone to delegate to yet. And some business owners do have a team and have technically delegated tasks to them, but they're still spending their time hovering and micromanaging, so it hasn't really freed up their schedule yet like it should. I know your business is your baby, so it can be hard to let go and let other people start taking different tasks off your plate, but you need to if you want your business to grow. And don't get me wrong, you should be diligent in surrounding yourself with the right people. Don't just pass off tasks to people who are not proving themselves capable of executing them well. But at the same time, don't let finding the right team prevent you from finding them at all and delegating your work. Tasks that you should be passing off include tasks that you don't like or aren't the best at, monotonous tasks that are easy and necessary but time-consuming, and tasks that aren't your specialty. The last category is often the hardest to delegate because you may be good at something and you may like doing it, but it's not what you're absolutely amazing at. You can and should find people who are equally as good as you to take on the tasks in that last category so that you can focus your talents on what you are uniquely great at. All right, now moving on to reason number 4 as to why you aren't growing, it's because you're trying to be everywhere at once. Now, with this point, I'm not talking about you as a person, I'm talking about your business trying to be everywhere at once. Facebook, Google, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, LinkedIn, Snapchat, YouTube, the list goes on. A lot of times we see new business owners trying to tackle all of these platforms at once instead of mastering one and then moving on to the next one. You can have an overarching social media strategy, but that should then break down into smaller nuances and technicalities with a specific approach for each platform. The way you're taking on TikTok should look a little different than how you approach Facebook, etc. Unless you have a huge team of people, which if you're watching this video, I'm guessing you don't, then you likely don't have the capacity to master all of the online platforms there are all at the same time. So take the time to get one platform profitable and working for you before moving on to the next. And note that we have marketing playlists separated by platform on our channel, so if there's one platform you're interested in starting with first, check those out. All right, reason number 5 is you're not optimizing your marketing efforts. Maybe you're watching thinking, I've been working on my Instagram strategy for months. I've got my best team member working on it too, and we've gotten some sales, but not many. It could be that you're not optimizing your campaign. When we onboard new clients here at Life, we love to look at any existing data that they have that can give us clues as to what it was that led to those sales. Was it the audience, the message and the way the offer was delivered? Was it a specific video they used as the creative? Optimizing your campaign means trimming the fat, aka what's not working, and investing more of your time and efforts into what is working. Morgan has a great video on how to optimize Facebook ads, and a lot of those tips are also universally relevant across other platforms too, not just Facebook. So I will link that below for you guys to check out next. But remember that optimizing your marketing efforts can mean the small things like optimizing an individual Instagram ad, as well as the bigger things like determining that overall YouTube is more lucrative for you than Instagram. So you may scale back your Instagram ads to reallocate that money and effort into YouTube. Overall, you just want to invest your time and money into the platform that's giving you the biggest return and fine-tune your campaigns within that platform as well for optimal ROI. Now, my 6th and final reason on why your small business is still small is a big one that I think a lot of people miss. But before we get into that, first here is a quick message from Morgan on our monthly coaching program.
Hello. We just helped a small business make over $1.5 million through Facebook advertising. After managing millions of dollars of ad spend for thousands of small businesses and creating thousands of social posts to help businesses connect with their customers, we know how to get results. And we want to help small businesses get results too. So we've decided to give away our knowledge, learning experiences, resources, tools, and feedback to help you achieve results for your digital marketing efforts. If you want to learn the blueprint for success, the best practices from some of the fastest growing companies in the world, get access to all the tools you'll need, and get live expert guidance from yours truly, stop what you're doing and sign up for our coaching program today.
All right, reason number 6 is that you're not looking for new opportunities for growth. Maybe you've done everything else on this list, but you're still not growing. You may need to take a look around the digital marketing arena and see if there's anything you're missing. There are entire social media platforms that were not around when our company was first founded. If we had remained complacent in what was working for us in 2012, we would not have continued to grow to get where we are today. Facebook ads are a big example of this principle that I think a lot of small business owners are experiencing right now, where Facebook ads used to be so much cheaper and 9 times out of 10 effective at driving sales for businesses. But in today's world, with the iOS updates, among many other obstacles Facebook is facing, that's not really the case anymore. And I cover all of that in this video, by the way, if you have no idea what I'm talking about. But the point is, if you find something that works for you in the digital marketing world, that's great. Milk that cow as long as you can, but don't expect it to be a set it and forget it, surefire marketing plan for the life of your business. The only constant in marketing is change, especially in digital marketing. So if you just feel stuck and like your business is just plateauing, take the time to research and see what other opportunities there are out there for growth that you may not have ever thought of or tried yet. All right, you guys, that wraps up my 6 reasons as to why your small business is still small. Comment below and let me know if you're guilty of any of them. Or, of course, as always, if you have any questions, I will answer those in the comments as well. Otherwise, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell before you go, and I will see you in the next episode.